it's all about loving yourself. Because you can't achieve anything in the world if you don't love yourself. You can't bring yourself, your higher self, to the world if you don't love yourself. If you don't love and embrace yourself, accept yourself for who you are. You can't wake up, get in the mirror, look at something you don't like on yourself. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. And think you're going to be able to bring yourself to the world and present yourself as an amazing being if you're not even accepting yourself by yourself. Where they do that at?
I'm highly thankful. I'm thankful today. I feel good today. Today is the day that I step out of my shell and I recognize that I'm great. Today is a beautiful day.
You gotta embrace yourself, man. You gotta love yourself, man. You crazy, man. You gotta love yourself, man. You gotta love yourself, man. You crazy? You gotta embrace yourself, man. You crazy, man. You gotta love yourself, man. You have to fall in love with yourself, man. You have to go play the game with yourself, man. You have to love and embrace yourself, man. Are you crazy? Are you crazy, man? You have to sit there and love yourself. It's about loving yourself, man. It's about loving yourself, man. Are you crazy? You can't love anybody. You can't love nobody before you love yourself, man. You crazy, man? You can't do that, man. You can't love the world before you love yourself. You gotta love yourself first, man. You gotta love yourself, okay? Love yourself, man. You crazy, man? Love yourself. Embrace yourself. You're worried about what people think, man. You ain't gotta worry about what people think. There's a reason why you don't want to worry about what people think of you. The people that really like have something to say about you are people that are running from themselves. The people that don't want to have that real conversation with themselves. And so they'd rather have that conversation about you because they're not focusing on themselves. So you don't need to worry about somebody talking about you because that person ain't talking about themselves. That person don't realize who they are. Then you go ahead on and feeling a little scared and you don't want to bring yourself to the world because listen, all that doubt and all that judgment is in your head. The doubt and judgment that's stopping you is your internal conversation that you having with yourself. It's because you beating yourself up. You thinking about your past mistakes. You thinking about parts of yourself that you don't like. And so you're creating this whole story in your mind that other people aren't going to embrace you. Other people aren't going to accept you because you're holding on to this belief that you don't accept yourself. You got to accept yourself. Accept yourself. Love yourself. That's a habit. That's something you got to work on a daily basis. Well, then people say, well, I love myself, man. I love myself. I tell myself that. I mean, you got to love yourself and you have to take action every day. Loving yourself and taking action. That's a combination, right? Like you don't just say, I love myself. You say, okay, I love myself and I'm actively bringing who I am to the world on a daily basis. But you can't just say, oh, I love myself and you're not bringing yourself to the world. How are you bringing yourself to the world? How are you showing you that you love you? By being courageous. Where you doing that at? That's what you want to do. You love yourself? Yes, you do love yourself. How are you bringing yourself to the world? How are you showing yourself that you love yourself? How are you nurturing yourself? How are you giving yourself the love that you deserve? Love is an action word. So you have to show yourself that you love yourself by taking action. You need to write down in your life, how am I loving myself? What am I doing to show that I love myself? You got to love yourself. Loving yourself is bringing yourself to the world. It's bringing your gifts to the world. That's loving yourself. Not denying yourself of who you are because of others. That's loving on yourself. And no longer judging yourself. No longer like beating yourself up from your past. Giving yourself that good feeling. How are you giving yourself that good feeling? What are you doing to incubate that good feeling inside of you? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm hot as a mug right now. So, where are you giving yourself that supreme love? Instead of letting that internal conversation get at you on a daily basis. You know? Are you loving yourself enough to create a vision for yourself? Huh? What we doing here? What we doing here? Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself enough to give yourself what you need? Huh? I can't hear you. You gotta love yourself. It's an action word, man. It ain't the word that you just say, oh, well, you know, I thought I did love myself. No, you love yourself by showing yourself every day that you love yourself. Or you get Pow Pow. You don't get Pow Pow from me, you get Pow Pow from the world. The world gives you Pow Pow. The world spanks the shit out of you if you don't do what you gotta do for you. If you don't give yourself the love, you're gonna live in a world of torment. You're gonna live in a world of hell. You're gonna live in a world of chaos. You're gonna live in a world of not knowing, not being able to see, not aware, not conscious. The prerequisite is to live in purpose is love. You got to give yourself the love. You got to heal yourself. You got to heal that inner child that has been hurt from the past. You got to heal that. You got to heal that kid that feels like they have been wronged. You got to heal that kid in you that has been running from the confrontation, running from the feeling, doing whatever he can or she can to avoid the feeling. You gotta embrace that feeling. You gotta love on yourself to be able to embrace that, to realize I'm better than that. If not, the world gives you Pow Pow. The world gives you that. The world is gonna hand you that. You're gonna be wondering, why am I living like this? Why am I living like this? Because the world is giving you Pow Pow because you don't love yourself. You gotta love yourself. If you don't love yourself, the world gives you Pow Pow. You don't want Pow Pow. Because you never know when the shit is gonna stop. You never know. It's like, you know, people tell me all the time, I'm just tired of fighting. I'm tired. Well, stop fighting. Stop fighting. Stop resisting who you are. Stop resisting yourself and embrace yourself. Because you can't put on the front for too long. That shit is torment. That mask, wearing that mask all the time, acting as if, that shit is torment. You don't want that. You don't want to live like that. You want to free yourself. You want to feel free. How you feel free? Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Get in that mirror. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I love you. 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 I embrace you. I embrace all of you. You are amazing and I love you. I love you every day. Every day you push, every day you wake up and consistently move forward and thrive to be the best version of yourself. I love that. I love that. I love that about you. You are amazing. Embrace yourself. Love yourself even more. Gotta spend time with yourself in the mirror. Got to love on yourself. You got to look yourself in the eye and have a conversation with yourself. You've been denying yourself for that conversation. I said, get in the mirror. I can't get in the mirror because I just don't believe it. Get in that goddamn mirror and do what you're supposed to be doing. Get in that mirror and love on yourself. Send love to the places that you've been sending hate to yourself. Love yourself. You deserve it. If not, the world gives you Pow Pow. The world gives you Pow Pow. don't want that. You don't want that. You want to be free. If you want to be free, love and accept yourself. Later.
I'm highly thankful. I'm thankful today. I feel good today. Today is the day that I step out of my shell and I recognize that I'm great. Today is a beautiful day.